Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is the third video I'm doing for the principle of tafsir from the book of Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen. I'm doing it in Arabic, but I'm trying to translate it to English to the best of my knowledge, inshallah. I'm going to show you the book right here. Yeah, this is the book right here, as you see on the screen. It's in Arabic. The explanation of Usul fi al-Tafsir. You see, the book is Usul fi al-Tafsir, is being written by Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen, and this is the explanation of it, which is being written by his students of Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen, and they took it from the recording that he used to do in the masjid. So this is the sharh, this is the explanation of Usul al-Tafsir for Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen. And I'm gonna jump to the page number 20, because that's where the sharh starts actually. Okay, 20. This is where the explanation starts, as I remember. Yeah, right here, sure. This is where the explanation starts. Sure. The Sheikh says, قال المؤلف رحمه الله, the author said, may Allah forgive his soul, الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونتوب إليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. He's saying the khutbah al-Haja, all praise to Allah. I think some of you knows the khutbah al-Haja. This is in Arabic. ومن سيئات أعمالنا ومن يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان ومن تبعهم بإحسان وسلم تسليما بإحسان وسلم تسليما. Now the Sheikh will start to explain. He says here, بدأ المؤلف كتابه بهذه الخطبة. The author starts his book with this khutbah التي تسمى خطبة الحاجة. تسمى خطبة الحاجة. This is the khutbah sermon called the Sermon of Haja. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he used to start his writing or his khutbah with this sermon, with this saying, which is we just said, إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستغفره ونتوب إليه. This is the whole paragraph is called خطبة الحاجة. Okay, I'm gonna jump to بدأ المؤلف كتابه بهذه الخطبة التي تسمى خطبة الحاجة. ومضمون هذه المقدمة أن علم التفسير. Over here the Sheikh starts أن علم التفسير, the science of tafsir. هو أجل, the most important. أجل العلوم, the most important science. لأن العلم يشرف بشرف موضوعه, because the science, it will gain its honor from the honor of the topic. That's what the Sheikh says, the honor of the topic. And علم التفسير it has to do with explaining the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the topic is the kalamullah, the words of Allah. And this is why ilm al-tafsir is one of the most honored science, because it has to do with kalamullah, with words of Allah. And that's what the Shaykh saying here. He's saying دعاته وموضوعنا من التفسير هو كلام الله عز وجل, وكلام الله أشرف الكلام. And the kalam of Allah, the speech of Allah, it is the most honored speech. So that's why it is the most honored science, as the Sheikh says. وهو أحب الكلام, and it is the most beloved speech, and يفهم, to be understood. وأوجب الكلام أن يعمل به, and it is the most obligatory of speech that we should obey. أن يعمل به. وعلى هذا, for that reason, يكون علم أصول التفسير من أجل العلوم. And for that reason, we just mentioned the ilm of التفسير, the science of tafsir, it becomes one of the most honorable science, because it has to deal with the speech of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with the kalam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as the Shaykh says in his book. Now we go to another paragraph. It's very important and it's very fundamental. والعلماء, the scholars, رحمهم الله, وضعوا للعلوم كلها بأصنافها أصولا ترجع إليها. فأهل الفقه وضعوا أصول الفقه، وأهل الحديث وضعوا مصطلح الحديث، حتى يرجع الإنسان إلى أسس وأصول، لأن الرجوع إلى الأصول في نظري ونظر غيري هو العلم حقيقة. So let's try to translate all of that. So the Shaykh is saying that every science has its own fundamentals. The fiqh has its own fundamentals. The hadith has its own fundamentals. Every science, Islamic science, ilm shar'i, has its own fundamentals. And the ulama, they have both fundamentals for each science in the Islamic science. And knowing those fundamentals, he says, it is the knowledge. So you always could go back to the fundamentals. If you have a mas'ala, you want to understand, you have to understand this mas'ala according to the fundamentals. Like if you have an ayah and you want to know the tafsir of that ayah, you have to do the tafsir of that ayah in accordance with the fundamentals of tafsir. Same thing for fiqh, same thing for hadith, if it's sahih, da'if, hasan, you have to go back to the fundamentals of mustalah al-hadith. So, and this principle is not just applied for Islamic science. Actually, all kind of science is the same thing. Physics, chemistry, biology. You have to know the fundamentals in order to understand biology within accordance to its fundamentals. Physics, the same thing. You have to understand the fundamentals of physics to understand physics within its fundamentals. So what the Sheikh here is talking about ilm shaw'i, it applies to the other ulum too. Because I studied physics, I studied chemistry, I studied biology, and actually when I did that, I found this is very profound. That you should know the fundamentals of any science you are studying. Why? Because knowing the fundamentals will get you to the straight goal in the shortest time, and will give you the result, the authentic result according to the fundamentals. A lot of students now, they try to understand, for example, any idea or any topic, but they don't have the fundamentals. That's why they cannot figure out, they cannot understand that idea, because they don't have the fundamentals. The fundamentals of any science is very important in order to understand that science. That being said, Jazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah.